So the garden is looking shabby right now. So much rain over the last few days weighed down the salvia, covering my daisies. And so it's time for me to cut them back. Last year, when I cut it all the way down to the bottom, I actually ended up cutting the whole thing all the way down, every single one of them. This whole flower bed was empty, and I still had my dogwood at the back there, the green plants hanging around, but there was nothing in the middle, and I was just sad. So I don't want to be sad again. So what I'm going to do this time, because this is covering my daisies, and I also want to plant this beautiful peach sky yarrow in this garden bed here. Doesn't it look beautiful with the purple? I think it does. And because I want to plant this peach sky yarrow, and also I don't want this bed to be completely empty like it was last time I did it last year, I'm just going to succession cut. So there's a such thing as succession planting. My succession cutting that I'm going to do is to ensure that I get fresh blooms one after the other, and I don't want it to be completely empty. So some of them still have some nice color on it. I'm going to cut the front part all the way down to the very base of the plant. It's hanging. It's all over everything. Whew. Then I'm going to leave the back up for now, and it still has some color so that it can give me some beautiful contrast. And I'm going to cut the front down, and then once the back starts to grow, then I will go back in and cut the ones in the back so that this one will be fresh, and then the one at the back will be fresh, and they will even overlap at a certain point. So that's what we're doing. So let's go in and cut. First off, I'm gonna see if you even still live. Do you still live? No, you're dead. So come on out. Come on, there you go. You didn't do anything for me, and there is no roots. Oof, at least I tried. All right, let us cut. Has to go. It's so rusty. Let me clean my tool. Okay, my tool was so rusty, so I just went in and I cleaned it off a little bit and added oil, just to kind of let it move more. I won't cut that one just yet. They smell so good. The smell of sage. Okay. This year, I've been finding lots of different kinds of insects in my garden. It's kind of hard to know which one is good and which one you want to get up out of here. And I think I'm going to get rid of the alliums now. They were nice initially, but I don't think I care for the texture anymore. First I said I like what the texture looks like in the garden, but I think I'm going to remove it because it's kind of looking dry and not so amazing anymore. Look at it. It's not looking as bright and beautiful anymore with the allium seed heads. So I'm going to get rid of them. Hopefully that'll renew the look up here. So let's keep cutting. Go. Alrighty. Bye. Alright, time for the peach sky. Oh, hello beauties. Alright, Let's take you. Right here. Do I like you here? I don't know. Oh, it still looks sad up in here. But that's what we gotta go through. Maybe let me bring it closer. Side note, I just came back here to get my shovel. And look who's blooming. It's my poppy. Oh, you're so gorgeous. First time growing it from seed and I love it. The other one already bloomed. Ah, I didn't catch you. Just a little glimpse. I decided to remove this salvia that's been growing in my garden for the past 4 to 5 years. It's just been falling apart in the center. So I think it needs to be divided. And also I'd like to put the yarrow in this area. So it's perfect timing. And the weather is cool enough that it wouldn't negatively affect the plant today. Sorry, baby, you gotta come out. This plant did not want to come out, but in the end, I won. Show you some respect. I won't throw you. There we go. Okay, while working with the other one, or even before I planted it, but I forgot, I see that these yarrow have multiple plants inside. Like this one itself on its own has about 3 different plants. One here, and another one here. Even has 4, but I'll just make it 3. So I'm gonna cut this and then I'm gonna split the plants so that I can fill in more space. So let me just sit down, see how this would work. Put my gloves back on, protect my nails. So girly. Man, it is root down. I'd be happy to get cut out of here. Look at the roots. So let's try and split it now. See if I can get more than 1 plant from this. And spread it around the garden. I was able to divide them and they gave me all these plants. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. While I was at it, I divided the salvia. Oh my god, it wanted to come off so bad. I didn't even force it. Like I could just grab one like this and then pull it. Look, it's just coming apart. That's just 2 more plants right there. Counted it before I split that one and it was 22. Now we have 23, 24 salvia plants. So I'm gonna put some of the salvia plants over there to mimic this garden bed here, and I'm gonna plant the rest of this all around the garden bed. It's so nice to get free plants. Let's do this before it rains though. Oh my. Alright, I am done. The rain has started, but I wanted to give you a shot of this before I left for the day. And I think it's going to be beautiful as it fills in. I still have things to clean up, and I'm gonna get to that shortly. But I love how the yarrow blends in nicely, ties in nicely with the terracotta pot back there. I think it's so beautiful. I love how I was able to spread it out, so it's not just 3 plants. I don't even know how many plants it is now. I think I counted it earlier, but it's beautiful. Look at that gorgeousness. Yes, ma'am. And then, so it starts off, I think, red like this. Then it starts to age and change colors until it reaches this beautiful yellow, which I think it ties in to the purple salvia beautifully, along with the yellow daisies. So it's going to be a beautiful show here this year going on. Let me show you the salvia I just planted here in this flower bed. I think they are a beautiful addition here, kind of dotted in between these banana plants. They will grow and fill in the entire spot. All right, let's pick you up. You are going with me. There have been some strange bugs in my garden, like this one right here. Man, it scared me so bad. I don't even know if it's like a robot or if a real bug, but it was just hanging on and nobody knew what it was.
Big ones! I found 2 big ones. Here.
Why's your face like that?
It's too big!
Okay,
And then the
one.
other one. Okay, this one's gonna be skipped. Ew.
You got it?
Is there any more?
Yeah. Okay, so I've had a few days of this plant here in the front garden, and tell you the truth, I'm not a fan. I just am not feeling it. I don't know if it's because the purple salvia is going out of bloom, but I'm ready to just move the peach sky yarrow to the backyard and just leave this be for now. Okay, so I moved the yarrow from the front there, and I'm going to bring it to the backyard. But before I go, I did get these Supertunias from the garden center, and I've never used blue Supertunias before, and they're kind of like I won't say a true blue. Now that they've been out here a little longer, they're kind of turning purple. But originally when I bought them, wow, this is really purple. Originally when I bought them, they were real true blue. So I guess they have different stages. But anyways, I got these because the yellow Supertunias that I had in the backyard, they were acting kind of funny. I thought they were Supertunias, which is why I bought them, but they weren't performing well. Even though I was fertilizing them weekly, I was spraying them for budworms, which you're supposed to do. I use the Captain Jack's budworm spray, like it comes condensed, and then you put them in a bottle and you fill it up by following the guidelines at the back. I sprayed it with that, and it still wasn't performing. Well, I waited a little bit and I realized that they were starting to produce seed, which Supertunias do not do. So that was my first indicator that these were not, my second indicator. First indicator is that it wasn't performing. Second indicator, which was enough for me, was that it was developing seed pods, which is not indicative of Supertunias, because these Supertunias, they don't produce seed. So I returned them. Yes, I did. I returned them to the garden center. Because I bought so many of them. I bought, was it 8 plants, and they were like $7 each. So they were expensive, and I felt like the garden center, first off, should know that those plants were not Supertunias, and it was false advertisement by their provider. And also for myself, because I really want a show back there in my back garden or anywhere in my garden, and I didn't want to feel like I was being, taken advantage of, or that other gardeners would be taken advantage of, thinking that those yellow petunias were actually Supertunia. There's a yellow Supertunia that came out last year, and they were not. So I returned them and got these ones because this is what they had left. But now that I'm home, I know I have white all around this garden. I really like this color with this dahlia. I think it's stunning. So even though I've done white all around, I'm just gonna pop one of these underneath here and let them grow onto the surface here, and then we'll take the rest to the backyard. This is called Supertunia Blue Skies. So the yarrow ended up going here, and I think they're beautiful there. They just provide a pop of color. If you can see the little salvia plants that we separated, there are so many, but we're gonna put 5 over here. Then if you look down, we're gonna put 5 over here, there, underneath this arrangement there. So today is Canada Day, our Independence Day here in Canada. So I'm planning on taking the kids to go see the fireworks and a few events that they have here in town. They have like food trucks at our local park down the street. And so we're gonna go there. So I'm just trying to get through this as fast as I can because they keep coming, Mommy, get ready. So, but This is my last thing and then we're done. So I've noticed that the birds have been very active back here, and it seems that they are eating the Japanese beetles, which is great news. So more birds, please. Alright, so I'm gonna take the kids to the show, and I did, and it was beautiful. We all sat outside and just enjoyed the fireworks underneath the tree with the rest of our community.